Okay, so today I'm going to be reacting to a new movie trailer. I know I'm doing a lot of reactions, but to a new movie trailer, and it's called Boogie. I know nothing about this film. I know nothing about the people who made it. These are just my first impressions. So let's watch this trailer.
Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me.
Boogie. What does that mean?
We never expected to have freedom or independence or equality in this country. But it doesn't matter what the challenges are. You run through that wall.
Whether you know it or not, right here, right now, you are a coming-of-age story.
Why is it out of sync? Why is the audio out of sync? Look at this. Is that a dub?
A coming-of-age story.
And why do they just randomly laugh? Like that's funny. That wasn't even funny. Is that... This is entertainment to some people? This is entertainment. Wow.
Now you are a coming-of-age story. Mr. Alfred, welcome to AP English.
I prefer my stripper name, Boogie.
AP English. AP English. Why do all movies have them in the same freaking classroom? It's always AP English. Always. They can't have a movie be based on a science class. They can't have it be based on a freaking history class. No. It's always AP English. AP English. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is just cliche after cliche after cliche. Can we get something new? Can we get something new? And he just looks stupid right there. Like, what is he doing? What is he doing? The fakest, like, who hired these people? Where'd they come from? Why are they just doing the fakest laugh ever?
For my stripper name.
And they're like 30 years old. He's like 40. What is he doing in a high school class? Or college, or this doesn't look like a college class. He looks like he's 40 years old. Pushing 50. And they cast him as a high schooler. That's like a freshman. With a full blown shaved beard. Okay, whatever it's called. Morning shave, 5 o'clock shadow, whatever it's called. But he looks old. And he looks stupid. Okay. And this is just my first impressions. My opinion might change during the duration of this video. So don't dislike just yet.
Name, Boogie.
No one believes in an Asian basketball player.
Have mercy on my soul.
It's a joke in this country. We can cook.
No one believes in an Asian basketball player. Why? Because there are none. There are no Asian basketball players. Come on now. Come on now. And I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. There are none. Maybe Yao Ming. There are a few that are like super tall. But aside from that, it's mostly black people. And a few white people sprinkled here and there. And I'm just being honest. I have nothing against Asians, but that's just what it is. Just because you make a movie on it and you try to push this whole everybody is equal nonsense, no. Black people are good at basketball because we like playing basketball. I'm sure if there were more Asians that played basketball, we'd have more Asian basketball players. Everybody plays in their own way, but at the same time, Don't try to crank out this nonsense and just make a basketball movie playing an Asian person just because you want an Asian person in basketball, because there are none. You're just pushing diversity. You're pushing this assimilation culture onto us. And I have nothing against trying to make a film like this, but clearly there's an agenda. There's an agenda attached to it.
Clean, count real good, but anything else, we pick last.
Cause I got it on me.
But if you stick to our plans and we beat Monk, we'll get our shot at the NBA.
Look, have mercy on me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Notice how they zoomed in really close to the dunk, because he couldn't actually dunk in real life. He can't. That's why they zoomed in real close. I mean, what was the budget for this movie? Like $10? Come on now. Come on now. You couldn't actually get him to practice verticals. You couldn't get him to train, at least get a trampoline at the very least. Come on.
Oh, who is that?
Oh, that's Eleanor.
He could get it if he stopped staring.
Have mercy on me.
As a self-hating Chinaman, I was skeptical about Boogie.
I see you, Zaddy.
What's up, War Dog Soup? Come on, back in the locker room.
All right.
That has to be the... So they shove each other a few times, and it's really zoomed in. I mean, this looks like a YouTube skit. This literally looks like a YouTube skit.
Dog Soup. Come on, back in the locker room.
All right.
But you know, it is starring Pop.
What's up, War Dog Soup?
I think that's Pop. Who is that? I'm pretty sure that's Pop Smoke. So it's going to sell. Some suckers will buy it. But this just seems like more of the same. More of the same PC nonsense. Which is ironic, because they're appropriating culture. Which is what they're doing. They're just shoehorning people into black stereotypes. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm not a social justice warrior, but that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing, and we're sick of it. Don't just make a movie because you think having one person cast as an Asian or black or white in an environment that is mostly the other ethnicity, that's not clever, that's not unique, that's been done. We've seen those movies thousands of times. Literally thousands and thousands of times. It's time to come up with something new. We know racism is bad. We know discrimination is bad. But you just keep releasing the same sort of themes over and over and over again. And it's just predictable. Let me guess, at the end of the movie, he wins. Let me guess, the movie stars him getting bullied by a bunch of black people that don't think he can play basketball. They're going to be calling him racist names. And then at the end, he rises up and he makes friends. And that's insulting in of itself. If I was Asian, I'd be like, why would I play basketball with people who don't even respect me? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. No. Absolutely not. Why would I play on a team with people who don't even respect me and are racist? It's not like you're going to freaking make it to the NBA. Okay? This is high school basketball. If your team is racist and nobody does anything about it, why would you suffer? Why would you suffer?
Come on, back in the locker room.
All right.
道歉.
Have mercy on me.
I'm sorry, Coach Hawkins and Principal Kodak.
It's not necessary. This is our culture. Alfred has parents who value respect and discipline, and without them we are nothing.
Headphones.
And without them we are nothing. Parents who value respect and not necessary. This is our culture. Alfred has parents who value respect and discipline. And
Coach Hawkins and Principal.
道歉
Have mercy on me.
I'm sorry, Coach Hawkins and Principal Kodak.
is not necessary. This is our culture. Alfred has parents who value respect and discipline, and without them we are nothing.
Yeah, I don't.
That kind of doesn't make any sense in any context. Like, what does that mean? Am I crazy, or does that make
Alfred
no
has
sense?
parents who value respect and discipline. 道歉
Have mercy on me.
I'm sorry, Coach Hawkins and Principal Kodak.
is not necessary. This is our culture. Alfred has parents who value respect and discipline, and without them we are nothing.
Yeah, I don't cry no more.
You don't want to know what's going on in my house. My mom, she's responsible, but she doesn't believe in me.
Have mercy on me.
My dad is irresponsible, but he believes in me.
Don't let my heart.
This is insanity. This is insanity. So you have Asian 40-year-old man balling out in basketball, American basketball, crushing on a social justice warrior black girl, and then the entire movie is basically kind of, it's using the Rocky or 8 Mile formula. Like all these movies, like 8 Mile was a good movie, but there's a lot of copycats of that movie. And I don't want to sound insensitive, but this is stupid. This is stupid. We already know you're only making this film to virtue signal. If it was a genuine connection that you conveyed, besides the fact that, oh, she stared at me in the classroom, and oh, they're both different ethnicities, so therefore it's a good movie. No, convey it in a better sense than that. Otherwise you're just annoying, okay? And there's going to be a lot of people out there that can't understand what I'm saying. There's going to be a lot of people out there offended. And you know what? Get a life. Get a life. Because you're so focused on what other people think. You're not looking in the mirror. You're not looking at your own thoughts and what might be wrong with your own mindset. I have no problem if white people only sleep with other white people. I have no problem if black people only sleep with other black people, and vice versa. And the problem is, every single movie, literally every single movie, is an interracial couple. And it's not that that's wrong per se. It's the fact that it's an agenda attached to it. You're trying to create this narrative that if you're not basically dating outside your own ethnicity, then it is not normal. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Or that you date outside your ethnicity, you're somehow a better person, which isn't true. And it's literally every single movie. Every single movie. Every single movie. And that's not the norm. People dating outside their ethnicity is not the norm. So why don't they have them date somebody within their own ethnicity? It's because they are promoting this agenda. They want you to hate yourself. They want you to hate who you are. So you must look outside of yourself. That is what they're doing. And proceed with the dislikes. I don't really care. I don't really care.
What's going on in my house? My mom, she's responsible, but she doesn't believe in me.
Have mercy on me.
My dad is irresponsible, but he believes in me.
Don't let my
Sup,
heart
hey, bro?
You can run up if you want.
I've got to represent. I got 5,000 years of.
I gotta represent. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. We're done. We're done with this whole swap races nonsense. Oh, he's playing basketball, but he's black. Oh, he's boxing, but he's white. Oh, he's in school, but he's black. Like, come on, man. This is offensive. Do you not see the hypocrisy? You're the people who made this are the racist ones. This is insane. And people eat this up like it's the most virtuous thing ever. There's no virtue in this. This isn't new. This isn't unique. This isn't something we don't already know. Come on. It's crazy, man.
If you want.
I've got to represent. I got
I got to represent.
5,000 years of Chinese history. It's a lot of pressure.
I know how you feel, but you have a chance to change history.
Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me.
This dude is not in high school, man. This dude is not in high school.
Have mercy on.
It's like 40. He's like literally 40. Already my suspension of disbelief is below 0. Come on. And he's been wearing that hoodie for like the past 10 scenes. Wear something else.
I need you to fight for yourself the same way you fight for being Chinese.
I got it on me.
This.
You fight for being Chinese.
They need to mix the audio better. Can't hear what they're saying. I literally can't hear what they're saying. Oh my god, man. Is this where we're at? 2020. Wow. 2020. So bad.
Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me.
I need you to fight for yourself the same way you fight for being Chinese.
I don't know what that last word is, but wow, that bad. She deserves an Oscar. What am I saying? She deserves an Oscar. Listen to this.
I need you to fight for yourself the same
Wow,
way
she
you
deserves
fight
an
for
Oscar.
being Chinese.
Literally sitcom level acting.
I got it on me.
This has always been about you. Your plan to beat Monk. So what are you gonna do?
So what are you gonna do? Like, make me a writer. You know what? I'm gonna write a film. I'm going to write the best film ever. And it probably won't even sell, but if I have to, I'll make it myself. Because and then I'll just watch it every day. Every time I want to watch a movie, I'll watch the film I made, because Hollywood is done. The filmmaking industry is done. I can't even remember. The last film I watched was Wonder Woman. And it's literally like you're not even watching a film. It's like you're watching somebody fail. Fail. That's what it is. Fail in everything they're doing in the movie. At making the movie. Can we get any good movies? What happened to the freaking good movies? The Goodfellas of the films. They don't make those anymore. It's all about virtue signaling. It's all about being seen as virtuous by the director. It's not about making a good movie anymore. They'd rather look like a virtuous person rather than focus on the script, rather than focus on the characters. They spend so much time worrying about how they look instead of how good the movie is going to be. That's just my 2 cents. What do I know?
I got it on me, got it on me. Have mercy on me. You can run up if you want.
Wow. And people are eating this up. 6 million views. Almost 3,000 likes, only 53 dislikes. People have been fully submitted. And it's crazy to me how people keep running back to Hollywood and they keep giving you the same thing over and over and over again, non-stop. Will we ever get a new unique movie? I don't think there's ever been a new unique movie in the last 20 years. Not 20 years, but like 5 years. But it feels like 20. Because I was really born in the wrong generation, if this is what we're getting. Boogie. And they're serious. They are absolutely dead serious with this 40-year-old man playing a high schooler. This porno level acting. And I'm supposed to watch this? I'm supposed to run to the theater that isn't even open to watch this? Get real. Get real. The peak of filmmaking was late 80s, late 90s. And then, aside from that, it's been downhill. The consumers have been fully dumbed down and ready to be exploited. This movie will suck. Leave your dislikes. Freaking soy boys and social justice warriors, I don't care. I'm sick of it. There's nothing unique about this movie and it sucks.